Good evening, everybody. If you can please find your seats. It is that time of the night. We are about to get this meeting started. We've got some exciting happenings tonight. If you can please indulge me, and if you're by the wall, except not our fine first responders. And Assemblymember Pacheco, why are you with the first responders over there? It's so nice to have you back, twice in 1 week. Thank you, everybody, for joining us tonight. Welcome to this special night, special City Council meeting, where we have Downey's mayoral transition. So indulge me for about 5 more minutes. I am still your mayor. Then I'll be turning it over. I would like to call to order the regular City Council meeting. The time is 6:39. City Clerk Duarte, would you please take roll?
Yes, Mayor. Councilmember Ortiz.
Present.
Councilmember Pemberton.
Present.
Councilmember Sosa.
Present.
Mayor Pro Tem Trujillo.
Present.
And Mayor Frometa.
Present. At this time, I would like to invite Monsignor Lorenzo Miranda from the Director of Cardinal Timothy Manning House of Prayer for Priests. If you can please come up. And now, unless it's God calling, please silence your phones. If you can please stand.
Do I speak here?
Welcome, Monsignor, and thank you for joining us tonight. God bless you.
I've known Mario Trujillo for a couple years, and I respect people that serve. It doesn't matter who it is. And before I do the prayer, I'd like to just say just a few words. You know, I think that the biggest problem we have in society throughout the world, in every segment of society, whether it's politics, whether it's even the church, business, schools, everywhere, I think the biggest problem we have sometimes we don't have the leadership that we need. Unfortunately.
True.
And when there is not good leadership, a lot of things go wrong. And why do I say this? And it's a beautiful calling to serve in whatever leadership it is. And it's tough. It's not easy. Remember what President Truman said? If you can't stand the heat of the kitchen, get out. And so it's a tremendous calling to serve. And the reason I mention this is because I think that all of us should always be praying for people who are in leadership. Everyone should be praying for anybody in any kind of leadership because they need spiritual support. And with that in mind, let us bow our heads and invoke God the way we believe in Him, because we're all different. It doesn't really matter. The main thing is we're here in the presence of God. And I ask God in the first place, I thank God first for anyone who is in any kind of leadership, especially here in Downey, and anyone taking new positions, that the Lord will bless you with many special graces and wisdom so that you might really truly serve those people that God has given to us. We pray with all our hearts, with all our minds, with all our strength for blessings for all these new appointments here in this city, for the whole city of Downey. Amen.
And thank you for that. God bless you. Merry Christmas and happy holidays. At this time, I would like to invite the Boy Scout Troop 441 and Cub Scout Pack 805. I was able to shake their little hands. Please give them a round of applause. They're so precious. The Boy Scouts are going to lead us. They're going to do the flag salute for us tonight. Good evening, boys. the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you, Boy Scout Troop 441 and Cub Scout Pack 805. You may be seated. Thank you, parents, for having your children be involved in Boy Scouts. Certainly, organizations like the Boy Scouts and Girl Scouts of America continue to make a difference and impact the lives of children and future leaders. At this time, I would like to welcome all of you, all of our VIPs, and you are all VIPs. Thank you for joining us tonight. It is a very special night. I would like to introduce my family and say thank you for joining me tonight. My husband of 28 years, Noveris Frometa. My oldest son, Daniel. My daughter, Emily Frometa. My daughter, Sarah, who is watching on YouTube from the University of Missouri, doing finals. And my daughter, Jessica, is actually still at dance practice. I also have Kathleen Travieso here. Family from Miami visiting, Stephen. Karen, Pedro, Yusi. So thank you, family, for being here tonight. And of course, my brother Sam over there. Thank you for joining us. I would also tonight like to acknowledge any former mayors that may be in the audience with us. I know sometimes they may arrive a little bit later, or any other council members. At this time, I would like to give a warm welcome once again to our former mayor and council colleague, Assembly Member Blanca Pacheco, who is in the audience. City of Artesia, former Mayor Ali Taj, and current council member. City of Lakewood, Jeff Wood. City of Commerce, Oralia Rebollo. From the City of Paramount, Vilma Cuellar, and also Brenda. From our Downey Unified School District, Dr. Garcia, thank you for being here. And one that just turned over the presidency of the Board of Education, and dear friend Gigi Saab. From Cerritos College Board of Trustees, Mariana Pacheco. Los Angeles Superior Court judges, I should say. Where's the Honorable Lucy Armendariz? Welcome. Efren Aceves, welcome. Aidan Montalban. From Supervisor Janice Hahn's office, Vince Morales. From Senator Bob Archuleta's office, Nandi Santana. And yes, Downey Sister Cities Association representatives, as well as LA CAUTA, California Assembly Speaker Emeritus, John Perez, where are you? And if any of our other former mayors do happen to come by, please let me know. I would also like to acknowledge our City of Downey commissioners, board members, and committee members that are in the audience tonight. If you are here and you are part or have been part of a Downey commission, would you please stand? Yes, Cerritos College, Sandra Salazar. Where are you? And if I have missed anybody, my sincere apologies. I do want to recognize the executive director of our Chamber of Commerce, Michael Calvert. Where are you? There he is. Part of the Chamber Board, Jennifer DeKay. Well, welcome. We've got some special presentations, and it looks like this is the time where I say farewell on my mayorship. I'm gonna come down. I do have about a 35-minute video. I hope everything's. It's a 4-minute video. You'll enjoy it. Let me go down there and let's get this show on the road. To do first is talk a little bit about how this year has been. Again, it's a short speech, don't worry. I'm not gonna bore you with a litany of accomplishments and things, because in reality, the mayorship is not about me. And it's never about one person. It is actually about all these people that are here. We are called to be servants. It's been an honor for me to be a servant leader 2 times for this city, in 2021 and now in 2023. And when teams win championships, it's not one person, it's a team. And this council is comprised, yes, of 5 individuals. But I first want to acknowledge my heartfelt gratitude for the 700 city staff, including our city manager, our assistant city manager, our department heads, our police chief, our fire chief, our men and women in blue and red. Well, you're not in red, but you know what I mean. It takes 700 people to move this city forward every day. As council members and mayor, we determine the goals, the priorities, we create the policies, and we govern. But it is our city manager and the staff, these people right here, behind the scenes, who carry our vision forward. It is really about all of you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, council colleagues. And thank you, city staff. Especially, thank you all that continue to move Downey forward. Thank you for your commitment to excellence. Thank you for your commitment to dedication, to ensuring that Downey remains a leader in innovation, a beacon for strong and ethical governance, a protector of its residents, a supporter and a champion of our small business community. The last 2 years were the darkest for our city, especially here at City Hall. with abrupt departures and sudden changes. Thankfully, gratefully, praise be to God, over the last 7 months, we welcome all of these new department heads. A new city manager, a new assistant city manager, and I am grateful that we in the city of Downey have again achieved the stability that Downey has been known for. There are several extraordinary economic development projects we have been working on this year. And again, I say we. Unfortunately, due to the timing and the brevity of the one-year mayorship, I'm not able to reveal them yet. However, please know, Downey residents, those here that are present and those that are watching via YouTube, that this council, that we are focused on economic development and public safety. As I complete my second term as mayor of this great city, I want to thank my council colleagues, past and present, for entrusting me with this elevated position. It is not always a natural ascension to this role. For this immigrant girl who arrived in Downey with her family at the age of 12, not knowing English, to later, many years later, become a two-time mayor of the city where the Apollo space programs were built, has been my greatest honor. Thank you, residents, for allowing me to serve you. It's been, aside from being the mother of 4 really great humans, my greatest honor has been to serve the city of Downey. Alex de Tocqueville, a French writer who studied America in the 18th century, observed, "The freedom of democracy does not produce selfish people, but rather it enhances the natural human instinct to be generous and help others." I've had the honor and the privilege of having a front row seat to the goodness and generosity of so many volunteers over the years, nonprofit organizations in the city, 30 to be exact, and the people that love this city and care for its residents. I am often reminded by the acts of service to affect change and make a difference. Just today, I stopped by TLC, True Lasting Connections office, through our Downey Unified School District, to drop off some gifts for their family Christmas drive, and saw our community's generosity and care for our families and children in need. In closing, I would like to thank my husband, my high school sweetheart, somebody that I've been with for 33 years. Go Bears. Sorry, Vikes. I do have some Vikes here. And my children, Daniel, Emily, Sarah, I know you're watching from Mizzou. Please study. And Jessica, my parents, my siblings, and my extended family, because friends that become family. Thank you for being here tonight. Thank you for your unwavering support and encouragement these last few years I've been in office. More than likely, this may very well be my last term as mayor. And again, I want to say thank you. It's been an honor, and being Downey servant leader and fierce protector has been my greatest honor. Now, have you heard the news? Have you heard the news, everybody? Downey's finally getting a Sprouts Farmers Market. I know, it's not the other market, which shall remain nameless. But trust me, the other market may be on its way soon. Stay tuned. Have a good night, everybody. Thank you. Okay. Do we need to? Do the video there. Then we'll take a break to do the swearing in. Perfect. Yes. We're going to go ahead and do the video. It's a 4-minute video. We can turn up the volume. We want to welcome Sheriff Luna. Thank you for joining us tonight. And at this time, because there are some time constraints with Sheriff, City Clerk, would you please invite Mayor Pro Tem Trujillo to take the oath of office?
Yes. Mayor Pro Tem, please come.
We will follow that with additional presentations. We are going a little bit out of the agenda, out of order.
My kids can come up, my husband. All right.
Well, it's an honor to be here and be invited into this amazing event to swear you in. And before I get going, I just want to pay tribute to Chief Murray and the entire Downey Police Department. Great partners, and you do awesome work. So thank you. Thank you very much. Are you ready for this?
I'm ready.
You're really ready for this?
Do this.
All right. I'm going to say, I state your name,
I, Mario Trujillo,
do solemnly affirm
do solemnly affirm
that I will support and defend
that I will support and defend
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of California
and the Constitution of the State of California
against all enemies,
against all enemies,
foreign and domestic, and that I will bear true faith
and that I will bear true faith
and allegiance
and allegiance
to the Constitution of the United States
to the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of California,
and the Constitution of the State of California,
and that I take this obligation freely
and that I take this obligation freely
without any mental reservation
without any mental reservation
or purpose of evasion,
or purpose of evasion,
and that I will well
and that I will well
and faithfully
and faithfully
discharge the duties
discharge the duties
upon which I am about to enter.
upon which I am about to enter.
Congratulations, Mayor.
Thank you.
What we would like to do at this time is take about a 10-minute break. I know, Sheriff, we want to be very sensitive to your time, but I know that Mayor Trujillo would like to take some photos. So if you will please indulge me, we will take a 10-minute break.
Thank you.
Thank you.
If the council could come down with me.
turn the AC up, looks the hair.
Thank you. Okay, now, you take the other chair. Okay. So now.
So we had to take a little bit. Hot mic. Turn your mic.
Good evening. We're going to resume our meeting, and dinner is waiting, so let's get to it. Where am I? So this opportunity, first and foremost, is for us to highlight the honorable two-time mayor of this great city, Claudia Marroquin Frometa, who has done she's been amazing. One of the hardest working persons that I know that just has done a fantastic job of representing the city. She has not only represented us locally, but our former mayor is sitting on the national board of NALEO, which is a very prominent political organization. She's raising her beautiful kids along with her power couple husband, Nolveris, and they've given so much to the city that I'm just in awe. You've left some very big shoes to fill. I don't know if I can do it. I'm gonna give it my best shot, but thank you, Madam Mayor. This city is very lucky to have you, very lucky to have you. And now for some special presentations to outgoing Mayor Frometa, Madam City Clerk, do we have some representatives?
Yes, Mayor Trujillo, but before we move on to the special guests, can I have you present the mayor with the mayor's gavel plaque? Up
Absolutely.
Here in the front, please.
On behalf of the city, we would like to offer some humble gifts to commemorate your leadership not once but twice as an amazing mayor for our city. You took us and led us through some hard times at the end of the pandemic. You always led by example in class, and it has been an honor for me to serve under you and to assist you. So please accept this humble recognition from us, your gavel. And your photo book to commemorate so many events that you went to. You were everywhere. I will do my best to keep up with that schedule. I promise. Thank you. Yeah. And now, these pins are very significant for us. This is the past mayor's pin, which there's only very few of them. So congratulations. And let's pin you here. Okay. Muchísimas gracias. Muchas gracias. And now, for some presentations, we have some representatives from some fellow cities who will be representing Paramount. Coming forward, Brenda Olmos and Velma Cuellar Stallings. Paramount is led by 5 women. 5 women.
Well, good evening, everybody. Actually, when Claudia Frometa said that she had a 35-minute video, I was really expecting a 35-minute video because as a neighboring city, I'm able to see all that she has done for this city of Downey. Claudia, I just can't tell you enough just what a loving person you are with a huge heart. And you have been such a great leader during a time of COVID. I was right next to you during a lot of those moments. And again, as the mayor had mentioned, we were in New York this past summer, and we were able to see her leadership skills with thousands of mayors and council members from all over the United States. So again, I commend you for your service, and we adore you, Claudia, and we can't wait just to hang out now, right? Here you go, my friend. Congratulations.
I would like to call Assemblymember Blanca Pacheco to please come forward.
Good evening, everyone. This is such a special treat to be here with all of you. A second time I'm here this week at a council meeting, and it always feels like home. So I just want to, oh, it is home too. But it always feels special, extra special coming here to the council chambers, the place where I started my service to the community. And I had the pleasure of serving with our amazing mayor, Mrs. Claudia Frometa. It's been an honor and a pleasure to serve alongside you. It was really hard to leave Downey. It was really hard to leave your side. And you've been such an amazing mayor. You have done so much for the city. You have led during difficult times, and you have led with grace, with dignity, and with compassion. And so I want to thank you for your service 2 times as mayor during some of the most difficult times of COVID and during our transition period. And so I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart. I miss serving with you here on City Council, and just know I will always be there for you. So I have here a certificate of recognition recognizing you for your year of service as mayor. Great job. Thank you.
From the office of Senator Bob Archuleta, Nandy Santana.
I know we brought one. Promise you we did. It's okay, we'll call Bob. I'm gonna put him on the phone. Thank you. Good evening, everyone, Madam Mayor and distinguished council. I'm here on behalf of California State Senator to present a certificate to outgoing Mayor Claudia Frometa, and it reads, in recognition of your work as mayor of the city of Downey for the 2022-2023 year and your dedication to lead and serve the community. Your commitment to making difficult decisions while striving to find the best solution has greatly benefited the city of Downey and your constituents. On behalf of the 30th Senate District of the state of California, I congratulate you on a job well done and wish you continued success on all your future endeavors. Signed, Senator Bob Archuleta. Congratulations. Thank you. Thank you very much.
From Supervisor Janice Hahn's office, Vince Morales.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here. My name is Vincent with Supervisor Hahn's office. Just want to say to Madam Mayor, I started when she first took over that first term, and I had that chance to witness and see her dedication, her hard work, and her commitment to the city of Downey and the community. Just I want to say thank you again for your great service as mayor, and to see what you've done for the city this year so far. It's been amazing to see you what you've done and to partner with the county as well, and just wish you all the best and to continue service. And I just want to say thank you again to your family, because without that support system, this isn't possible. I know I always see her husband, her children with her at every event, Christmas parade, you name it, ribbon cutting sometimes, or any type of event, they're always there supporting. So just want to say thanks to them as well, and congratulations.
Thank you.
From the city of Artesia, Councilmember Ali Tosh.
Good evening, everyone. Earlier we heard the mayor talk about public safety, and I just want to share with you, not only I represent City of Artesia, I also represent League of California Cities. She chairs the Public Safety Policy Committee, which is really a big deal, and that means the entire state of California, and public safety is in her heart, and I really want to thank you for your service, not for this city, but also for League of California City Public Safety. So thank you so very much for all the work that you have done. Really appreciate it. On behalf of the City of Artesia, we do have a certificate. Thank you so much, Madam Mayor. Thank you.
From the city of Lakewood, Councilmember Jeff Wood.
Good evening, and it's an honor to be here on behalf of the residents of Lakewood. My calendar said 1 year ago, we honored now Assembly Member. This was when you were out. We honored you again a year ago, and Assemblymember Pacheco became mayor. So it's an honor to be here in the city of Downey. I can tell you, I know there are a lot of former mayors here, and congratulations, Mr. Mayor and Mayor Pro Tem, but you had a very hardworking mayor in Claudia. She is just amazing. I did see you everywhere. I think we served as mayor at least at one time together. And as immediate past president of Contract Cities, when I was president, Claudia came on the board, and I could tell you she represents Downey, the local government, our region very well. So Claudia, on behalf of the city of Lakewood and the 80,000 residents, I want to present you with the certificate of recognition for your year as mayor. But most importantly, I want to thank you for being a friend, being a mentor, and somebody that I can call and just brainstorm. So I really appreciate you, and congratulations on a job well done and on a great year.
Is the City of Commerce here? I would like to call up Mariana Pacheco from Cerritos College Board. And if we can have board member
Yes,
Dawn Green.
Could I please have Don Green and Sandra Salazar also come up? They're also our Board of Trustees from Cerritos College. So. In grateful appreciation for your dedication, service, and leadership as mayor of the city of Downey and the partnership in education with Cerritos College, we'd like to thank you for your service. And we have a certificate, and we want to present you with a flower.
Thank you. Thank you, Mariana.
From Downey Unified School District, President Gigi Saab and Dr. Garcia, Superintendent.
Thank you. What a pleasure it is to be here. On behalf of Mrs. Saab, our immediate past president, Ms. Swenson, our current president, and all of our Board of Education, really want to thank Claudia for her leadership and her partnership. I think that I never pictured a day what I would say so many nice things being a former Viking about a bear, but I will tell you that I have to say that Claudia is truly amazing. It's so great to work with her as a school district. Her leadership, Mayor Trujillo talked about her leadership in Naleo and the things that she does there, but really, I think the greatest compliment is that she and Loveris sent their 4 amazing kids to our schools, and it's just been an honor to work with her, not only as a parent, but as mayor and as a leader in this community. So on behalf of Downey Unified School District, Claudia, thank you very much for another amazing year as mayor.
Mayor Frometa also received certificates of recognition from the City of Commerce, Congresswoman Linda Sanchez, Congressman Robert Garcia, City of Cerritos, City of Compton, City of Norwalk, City of Santa Fe Springs, City of Southgate, City of Whittier, and the Downey Chamber of Commerce.
If I can have Mayor Trujillo come down, I need to pin you. You know, thank you for those of you that are here. I feel a little embarrassed, to be honest with you, with all of these recognitions. I do. I do feel really embarrassed because when you love a city so much and you want to serve, you do it because you want to make your city better, not because of the recognition. And those of you that are here, thank you. Thank you for the lovely certificates, and thank you for taking the time out of your busy schedule to be here. I'm a little embarrassed because of all the nice things that have been said about me, but more than anything, I think it doesn't take an elected official to effect change and to make a difference and to impact the lives of others. And know that, again, our God-given purpose is to leave the world a little better than we found it. And as I tell my children, lead and live with conviction. May your yes be yes and your no, no. Mean what you say and say what you mean. So thank you. Thank you for these lovely recognitions. Here is the pin for Mr. Mayor. Come over here.
All right. Another hand for Claudia Frometa. Thank you. Okay, let's get you to dinner. My name is Mario Trujillo. I'm 55. I'm a politician. Yeah, add that to the titles. It's not easy being a politician. I knew when I ran for office that every vote that I take up there, there's always somebody on the other side. There tends to be somebody who might disagree. But I went back and I looked at the votes of our council. The Downey City Council is a unified, cohesive council that will vote together unanimously at least 95% of the time. 95% of the time, this council makes decisions for the 117,000 residents of our city who rely on us primarily for protection. Downey's a corporation. Today, I am privileged to take the position of sort of president of the board, if you will. My fellow board members, my colleagues, Hector Sosa, Dorothy Pemberton, Claudia Frometa, and Horacio Ortiz are here to make sure that Downey continues to be the jewel in the southeast part of LA County. We're just Downey. I know we're not Long Beach, we're not LA, but we're now the 10th largest city in the county. And we're very proud of the work we've done. The number one thing residents want from us is to protect them, their families and their property. And for that, we submit the Downey Police Department. Some of the finest men and women that patrol our streets and do the most dangerous job in the world. When we're running away from danger, they're running towards danger. And as I take this position, it comes with responsibilities. We get text messages when people are harmed. We are the first ones to find out when one of our residents is in danger and when families need assistance. There's a lot that goes on behind the scenes. Our fire department is just amazing. And I want to give a special shout out because this year, under the leadership of this council, or 2 years ago, maybe 3, we made history by appointing Leslie Murray to be the first woman police chief that this city has ever seen. She's leaving us, she's retiring, but I want to say thank you on behalf of myself and my family for everything you've done, Chief. Good luck. We have our fire chief, who commands some of the finest men and women and protect us. This man has a history with Downey, just like Leslie. Our attorney went to high school right across the street. Downey Viking, my son's a Viking, 2013, go Vikings. No. I'm actually a Bear also. Where's my UC Berkeley crowd? Stand up, UC Berkeley, go Bears. UC Berkeley's in the house. That's right. Chief Herlock, thank you for your service. We have 5 more departments: Public Works, Human Resources, Finance, Park and Rec, Community Development, Assistant City Manager, and then there's Roger. This is the man, yes, poor Roger. He has 5 different personalities, and we're constantly blowing up his phone because, like Claudia said, we love this city. And we're representing our city, we're here to work, and this is the guy that it all goes to. Roger, you're doing a fantastic job. I am so proud of the team you've put together that lead us into the future. Our future is unlimited here in Downey because of individuals like Hector Sosa, Horacio Ortiz, Dorothy Pemberton, and Claudia Frometa who volunteer. We are not paid. LA gets paid. Compton gets paid. We're not paid, and we're okay with it because this is a labor of love, if you will. Why do we run for office? I don't know. I keep asking myself that. But from when I was a kid, I always wanted to be the treasurer of this club, the president of that club. And then we went to Berkeley and we got involved in sandbox politics. And I ran for office. I had a campaign manager and we ran the student budget, right? And it was great. It felt good to give back. But I think I'm secretly living a life of Ofelia Rodriguez. My mom, she should have been the lawyer, she should have been the politician. That's all I'm gonna say. That woman was amazing. She told me I was gonna be a lawyer when I was a kid, and I respected her, almost feared her, so people would look at me, ¿qué vas a hacer cuando seas grande? Un abogado, because that's what my mom told me. And somehow, the roads came to Downey. I was raised in a small town in Jalisco, no running water or electricity till 74 with my brothers and sisters, and they're here today. And I'm nervous today because even though it's easy for me to speak in front of strangers and auditorium full of people, my brother and my sisters are amazing. Thank you. Yeah, so I want to recognize them. I have my oldest sister who, when I was a baby at 9 months old, started raising me because my mom had to come back to the States to work. So Maria Gloria Oliva Gucho, please stand. My oldest sister, I love you. Stay standing. My brother's got to be one of the nicest gentlemen that I've ever met. Jose Luis Oliva, please stand. My brother. Yes. My sister, Olga Leticia Oliva Solomon. Please stand and be recognized. I love you, sister. Yeah. We are the hijos de Ofelia. My mom was very vocal. She was strong. She was independent, and she was a hard worker, and she was a patriot. She made us promise before she passed that we would bury her in the United States, that we would not take her to Mexico. She was a recipient of amnesty, and she registered as a Republican and loved Reagan. That was my mom. She demanded that we work hard, that we go to school, because this country was giving us amazing opportunities, and she was not going to let us waste them. So I hope I've made her proud as she looks down today. Thank you. Yeah. So God works in mysterious ways. There was a meme going around about our selection. It was a stressful week for me. Honestly, I didn't send out invitations because the mayor is right. This position should not be automatic. You should earn it, and you should show your colleagues that you're worthy of this title. And I want to thank you all for bestowing this honor on me, especially my MPT. Hector Sosa and I are about to go on the road. We're the new ambassadors. We're the team for Downey. We're going to highlight the wonders, the history of this amazing city, and I look forward to working with all of you. Thank you. Yes. My kids have been through so many different inventions or reinventions. I try to be like Madonna. I like reinventing myself. So I was a teacher, a lawyer, a promoter, a business owner, a real estate broker, to council member, to mayor. It's been an interesting journey, and my poor kids just have to come along for the ride. Sometimes I think maybe they think I'm crazy, but this country has given so much to us. And to those who much is given, much is expected, and we have to give back. We absolutely have to leave this world a better place. I'm so proud of my kids, Corey and Caitlin Trujillo. Please stand and be recognized. I love you. Yeah. My husband, Henry Ceja, is amazing. Yes, let's give it up. I found myself single at 50. It's been a rough road, me in relationships, but yeah, it's been interesting. And then I met Henry. I actually, I thought I was done with Downey. I had picked a building, 1900 Ocean Boulevard, Long Beach. Is anybody familiar with that building? It's gorgeous, right? I was done. I wanted a 1-bedroom, and it was gonna be good, and I messaged this man on Instagram. I slid into his DMs. I think that's what they call it, right? And we started going out, and when it got serious, I said, well, where do you want to live? He says, Downey. I was like, we could go to Long Beach. And he says, ever since I was a kid, I'd come to Downey during Halloween, during Christmas, and check out the houses, and my dad would bring me to the parks and play. Henry loves Downey just as much as I do, and he's going to make an excellent first gentleman. Henry, yes. I always tell him, look at Nolveris. Nolveris is working the room. He's taking the pictures. You got to be like Nolveris. I want to be a power couple like the FROMETA'S, right? Downey has certain families that have legacies here, the Trejos, the Lumsdanes, right? The Guerras, the Vasquezes, the Pachecos. And I wanted to be part of that. I wanted to be part of the leadership and construct the Downey that my kids and my grandkids will want to stay in. I want to thank my co-parents who have been amazing in helping me raise our kids. The mother of my children is here, Karina Salazar. Please stand to be recognized. And Leonard Mata, I think he's outside with Gabriel. Thank you, Leonard, for everything you do. Yes. It really is a great city to raise your kids. The schools are excellent. Dr. Garcia's here. Downey Unified, we take pride along with our various departments. My best friend in the world is here. I met this guy when we were 11 in junior high. I call him my boo. All right. So David Gomez, please stand and be recognized. This guy, yeah. 44 years of friendship. I love you. Yes. But back to my husband, because I'm not done with this guy. Thank you so much for everything that you do for me. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you. You walked for me. You did so much for my campaign. And I just couldn't be more indebted. So, and there's no words to express my love and admiration for you. I love you. Thank you, Henry. Yes. So the woman who raised me is here. Mi tía Teresa Velasco, San Buenaventura, municipio de Limón, Jalisco is where I was raised. It's a lovely, beautiful town. I'll be there for the fiestas in December. Tía Teresa, yo no estuviera aquí si no fuera por usted. Le agradezco, le debo tanto y sinceramente Diosito me la mandó y que Diosito me la cuide para siempre. My madrina Virginia, who I grew up in the neighborhood here, I was raised in San Francisco. I didn't like San Francisco. I thought it was dirty then. I think it's dirty now. Sorry. Yeah, but my sisters, but we lived in the Mission District. Back then in the 80s, now it's like the cool place. It wasn't a cool place. I miss my little ranchito where it was safe and quiet and peaceful. So after Berkeley, when I found Downey, I found home. Me and my girlfriend at the time, we came here and we found this place and I found home. I am at peace living in here. And over the past few years, I didn't like what I was seeing in my city. So as I was looking in retirement, I thought, well, let me get my hands dirty and get in there to fix the streets, right? And to fix the city. And that's what we've been trying to do. And I say that being a politician is difficult because people will question your integrity, your character, your morality. And when they don't know you, and I'm like, I'm doing this volunteer job, man, you know, like give me a break here. But it's so true what the mayor says, Mayor FROMETA'S says, you have to lead with your heart. You have to lead with conviction. You have to believe that if you're doing the right thing, then you should vote accordingly. It's been my honor to serve you as council member. I'm looking forward to working with our team to better the city. And yes, we got Sprouts, but I'm not giving up until we get Trader Joe's. So, yeah, that's right. So now we're going to talk about some of the goals. I'm going to go through them quickly. And how do I do this? Yes. All right. So here are some of the goals that I want to outline as to the work that we're going to undertake in the coming year. First and foremost, Downey is getting a new, I call it a train station, but it's the light rail Santa Ana branch. This is what we call a legacy project. Downey will now be connected to downtown Downey. To downtown LA. We're going to get there in shorter time. Construction will start in 2024, so we will be working closely to monitor what's going on in the location where the station would be. We envision a TOD, I'm learning some terms, transit-oriented development. So we're going to look into possibilities of how we're going to redevelop the South Downey Los Amigos campus. Then we're going to continue to focus on raising the money so we could expand the Columbia Memorial Space Center. As I like to say when I travel and I represent Downey, the next time you see the moon and you think about when we went to the moon, man went to the moon, it all happened here. We are the birthplace of the Apollo space program. Next time you think about when man went to the moon, remember that it was on Lakewood Boulevard that the engineers, the scientists, the rocket scientists, the physicists, the top intelligence that was brought from NASA, because we wanted to go to the moon, was brought to Downey, California. And so we're going to expand the Space Museum to make room to house the mock-up of the Space Shuttle program, because the Space Shuttle program was also born in Downey, California. The YMCA, a much-needed location for our seniors and our youth. We're going to continue to support them so that we can get our YMCA back on track, and it's going to be absolutely beautiful. We expect to open in 2025. Our financial practices, we will continue to be one of the most stable cities financially in the region, and I want to thank the team for continuing to monitor our money, continuing to put away money in our reserve funds. When it comes to quality of life, we're going to now bring on a homeless outreach team. We hear you, Downey. We understand that the homeless situation in some areas is getting out of hand. We're going to put dollars into that, form a team, so we could hopefully come up with solutions on how to get people dignified housing. In addition to working on the homeless issue, we're going to work on that second park. I know that my colleague in the 3rd District wants it in her district. I'm just glad it's going to be in the South. Mr. Ortiz, Ms. Pemberton, you're in the South. Let's get them a dog park, please. Community garden. I used to have my little own, we lived in apartments. And in San Francisco, they had a community garden. And I remember going and planting my little seeds and watching stuff grow. It was an amazing experience, very educational. And I would like to have that for kids, for families. So we are going to hopefully bring the community garden park to Rio San Gabriel. And we're going to continue events like the mayor's movie night. When Hector came on council, I wanted to find our commonalities. He's half Peruvian, and they have amazing ceviche. We have a lot of restaurants that have ceviche, so I want the ceviche festival to get started here in Downey and highlight the delicious food that is ceviche. So we're gonna do that. We're going to continue economic development and work on the opening of Sprouts, obviously, and continue to attack Trader Joe's. There's several vacant sites. We're gonna work on that. Downey used to not have restaurants. We were always looking for somewhere to go, and now we have a lot of restaurants. Most of them are Mexican. I love Mexican food. But I would like to see some variety. Let's bring in a Korean barbecue, maybe another Italian restaurant. Let's give the people what they want. So we'll continue to work on that. And of course, our permitting process. We have to use technology to move the city forward, and we're going to continue our strive to bring on online permitting and hiring additional staff that's necessary. We want to make Downey a destination for the filming industry. We're trying to find new ways to create revenue without giving into marijuana. It's our position that here in Downey, we're not there yet. We don't need the revenue that bad. I do understand that it's being delivered on our streets, but we're going to continue to enforce the old saying that in Downey, we don't like to do the 3 Ps. We don't like to do pot. We don't like porn businesses, and we don't like pawn shops. That's something that's been established here for a while, and we intend to continue that, to continue to preserve our neighborhoods and be careful of the businesses we bring into the city, because you never want to sell your soul for $1. My residents, my families deserve better, and we're going to continue to strive to bring them top-of-the-line businesses. And when it comes to public safety, I want to make it clear that I believe we do need more officers. We're going to strive to bring in at least 10 more officers to continue to protect our families. The demographics of Downey have changed dramatically over the last 33 years that I've been here. Latinos are dominating the population. And I say this as a Latino. Downey's such a beautiful city that now that we're moving in, I want to make sure that we continue to make it clear to our residents that if you're going to live here, we expect you to follow certain mandates. Don't park on your lawn unless it's street sweeping day. Then I recognize, all right, you need somewhere to park. You know, take care of the front of your house. Échale una pintadita once in a while, man. Fix the grass. Like, what's going on? That's not representative of our city. That's the type of council you have here. We drive around and call the staff and report people. And it's not that I'm trying to be a snitch, but people, come on, let's get it together. This is Downey. People are looking at us. A lot is expected. Let's step up. Let's continue to have Downey be a class act, a gem in the Southeast, and preserve these beautiful neighborhoods that time and time again are recognized for their architecture. We're going to continue the community outreach. I will make myself accessible. You know I travel a lot. I'm semi-retired, but I promise to you that the city, after my family, will be my priority. You can always count on me. I'm a phone call away, even if I'm on the beach on Puerto Vallarta on a weekend. You can get a hold of me, Roger. You know I always answer your calls. All right. So thank you so much for being here tonight, for joining me for this momentous occasion for our family. To the staff, again, I cannot echo enough our gratitude for everything you do for our residents and for this council. We are going to have a fantastic year. We're going to continue to put Downey in the map. I am honored to stand before you, and I accept this position with gratitude, with humility, and with the promise that I'm simply going to do my best. Thank you very much. Thank you. All right. And now we eat. Thank you. The time is 8:38 p.m. City Manager Bradley, do you have any comments?
Thank you, Mayor. Just one quick comment. I wanted to, one, congratulate you on being appointed mayor. Thank you for your service as Mayor Pro Tem, and it's been great working with you for the past year, as well as working with Mayor FROMETA. Congratulate her on her service. To Mayor Pro Tem Sosa, glad to work with you. It's been fun over the past year. I love the vision that's coming from the council, and I want to continue to work on that. We're going to do our strategic plan coming up here pretty soon, so we'll be able to really dig into a lot of new details, as well as welcome our new council members, Councilmember Pemberton, Councilmember Ortiz. Congratulations on your win and become part of the council. And then lastly, on behalf of staff, I want to wish everyone a happy holidays. This will be the last time we get to meet before the new year, so everybody have a safe and happy holidays. Thank you.
Thank you. I will now take public comment on agenda items. If you did not receive a number card and wish to speak, please proceed to the back of the room to be issued a number card by city staff. I remind the speakers that your comments must be addressed directly to me and not to any member of council. And you must speak on items that are on agenda today. City Clerk Duarte, did we receive any written public comment to be incorporated into the record?
We did not, Mayor.
Okay. Speaker number one, please come forward. 2 minutes, please.
Lee Squire, Vietnam era veteran, First Amendment freedoms, civil rights. My first comment has to do with the outgoing mayor, FROMETA, and this has to do when people abuse their rights under the First Amendment. I want it known that I will never have and never will tolerate derogatory comments directed at the women elected members of this city council. To you, Mr. Trujillo, you mentioned integrity and accountability. I provided to each one of you issues involving our future city council meetings, 2 sets of documents. I want you to be aware that I will be back, and when you talk about character and you talk about integrity, this all too will come to light. Good night.
Thank you, Mr. Squire. Speaker number 2, please come forward.
Good evening, Mayor. Congratulations. I'm here to take this opportunity and ask you to start off on the right foot. Adopt HR 786, end a ceasefire immediately. It would be grand to see that as your rule of order, first rule of order. It's, I've been here before when a few other mayors, years, and I just think it'd be awesome to see Downey on the map like small Cudahy, Rosemont, California. People are suffering. There is a genocide. I can't even look at a Christmas tree. I don't feel that spirit. I'm sorry. Neither does my family. It is a sad, sad time right now, and you're all in denial if we do not agree on this. There's something I'd like to read as well. I wrote this tonight for another event. The housing crisis in California and the brutal occupation of Palestine and the siege of Gaza are 2 sides of the same coin. U.S. imperialism takes money away from the people to pay for war and weapons, to enrich contractors and monopolize coveted resources. This is a fact. The United States provides $3.8 billion for Israel every year, and every 10 years, there's a pledge, doesn't matter who sits in the White House, Republican or Democrat. The pledge is still guaranteed while we do not have health care, while we are unhoused. I have people living behind my house. This is a sad situation, the worst economy in 45 years.
Thank you.
Please think about that.
Thank you. Speaker number 3, please come forward.
Good evening. Here we are. After a special election, we get a new mayor, former mayor who's not here tonight. 18% voter turnout in a special election. Not exactly a vote of confidence. District 1 had a 13% turnout. The winner got 7% of the registered voters in District 1. That was the winner. District 3 had a 23% turnout. Ms. Pemberton got 12% of the registered voters. Not exactly exuding with confidence. People are not confident. They don't trust you. They don't trust the new mayor to protect us. He's had a track record working in George Gascon's office that has made this a criminal's paradise. So all the gaslighting that has been going on tonight is not forgotten. We will never forget. I would like to also comment on the previous mayor. We keep trying to run the narrative that she led us through COVID. She led us through COVID. No. The previous mayor inflicted COVID upon us. She inflicted the lockdowns on small businesses. She inflicted the lockdowns on kids in schools. She inflicted the lockdowns on restaurants, on people's careers, and even the deaths at Kaiser Permanente that it wouldn't even let their relatives come in and talk to them. She inflicted all that on us, and even the previous mayor before her. But that's what you get from totalitarian Democrats. They want control. And then we talk about legacy. That is her legacy, and Blanca Pacheco's legacy is she made Catherine Alvarez Mayor Pro Tem. But Hector Sosa, your legacy is putting Mario Trujillo as mayor.
Thank you. Speaker number 4, please come forward.
Mr. Mayor, I'm looking for eye contact, not looking at your screen. Thank you.
Good evening.
Good evening to you too. From eye contact to you, I wish all of you a Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Let me be blunt. I don't think you should represent the city of Downey as the mayor, and I'll tell you why. It had to do contact, Mayor, please. Had to do with an incident with you as a council member and 2 other council people, Alvarez and Ashton, decided to make an effort to remove the then city manager, Gilbert Levis. He eventually did leave on his own, but I think because of pressure from all 3 of you, he left. And so that created some situation whereby other department people left and created some conflict within the city. With all due respect to Alvarez and to Ashton, they did not seem to be the type of people that would have the influence to try to motivate a certain direction of the council. So that leaves you. I don't know whether or not you were involved or led the method to try to get rid of our city manager, but because of that, that left a very negative situation within our city, and because of that primarily, I don't think you should be deemed the mayor of the city of Downey. Thank you.
Next speaker, please come down.
So number 5, speaker number 5, I'm disappointed that the former mayor is not here. I hope that she makes it back and continues to stand strong. I appreciated how Ms. Pemberton stood strong. I don't always agree with Ms. Pemberton, but she's standing strong with her views as the mayor voted abstain. But hopefully she comes back because it's really important to be straightforward. Like Mr. Sosa, he equivocated some. Like the previous speaker just said, so if you're concerned about Mr. Livas leaving, I don't know why he went with this choice, because as the previous speaker said, we all know what happened. But the mayor, ex-mayor, told us that, you know, let's have some hope, let's have some brightness, let's have some, let's give him a shot. So that's indeed what so I'm gonna advocate that. I'm gonna advocate, like the other speaker spoke, that you start off on a better footing. So Mr. Trujillo, Mayor of Downey, it is time to be like the city of Long Beach is about to be, the city of Cudahy, and get this city on the map for being a humanitarian city where people care about not just public safety here, but abroad. How about in Gaza, on the West Bank, where people are dying every day, children are dying, it's a genocide. So let's put Downey on the humanitarian map of the United States. Let's call for an immediate ceasefire, no more of this just letting Israel do whatever it wants. No, we need an immediate humanitarian ceasefire now.
Thank you. Speaker number 6.
Hello. Hi. I'm also here to support the call for a ceasefire. This was a obvious genocide from, 2 weeks in. Somehow we're 2 months in, and it's more than 21,000 people, citizens of Palestine, civilians, more than 8,000 children have been murdered, bombed to pieces, and yeah, I'm about to turn 40, and I've never seen this in my life. Maybe in Vietnam, like the older folks here remember that, but not in my lifetime. So this is atrocious, and I'm really disappointed that this government is supporting that genocide by sending more arms as we speak, circumventing Congress, the administration that we have, probably the worst administration to be in power while Israel decided to do this, because they support Israel so much since Biden has been in the 80s. He's supported Israel very much. So yeah, I want Downey to support a call for a ceasefire. It'd be the right thing to do morally, and hopefully we can get that done. Thank you.
Thank you. Speaker number 7, please come forward. Speaker number 7.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Juan Martinez. I am the delegate of the 64th District. I represent 8 cities, including the city of Downey. I want to start off by saying how awkward was this last city council meeting. Not only did she not have the audacity to show her face because she lost the seat, she's embarrassed. She can't even move her pride aside. How awkward was it when Pemberton couldn't get a second to that substitute motion? It's a substitute motion, Pemberton. You need to learn that if you're gonna serve. 23 minutes of held hostage because they were trying to force someone up there. I think they were trying to force Sosa to just second that. But when it didn't happen, it just got so weird, didn't it? So awkward. If you don't have the votes, just bow out graciously. Don't give us a speech about Pemberton's support base or how a mayor needs to achieve things in 4 years. Like, let it go. Let the power go. Don't be greedy, Frometa. Don't be that person. I heard some of the statements because I always review the videos. Pemberton said that she led through COVID. We were one of the most impacted cities in the county. We had the most COVID deaths during that time. And what did she do? Nothing that didn't require just following the status quo set by the county and the Board of Supervisors. So when you make baseless claims, you just seem stupid. Horacio Ortiz, if you ever get caught in a situation where they're just not moving, just call the question. You don't have to stand there for 20 minutes listening to someone make a case. Just make the vote. Call the question means call the vote. I'm concerned about your mayoralship. I've said a lot about you, Trujillo. You already know what I think about you, but I genuinely think you're a little smarter than Frometa is. And I think you understand the legal repercussions of violating the Brown Act and the First Amendment more than she does. And I think you understand that John Funk is not.
Thank you, Mr. Martinez. Speaker number 8, please come forward.
All right. Good night, Mayor. Congratulations, and hello, Council. Congratulations, Dorothy, Horacio, Hector, everyone else. So for me, for today, it's your night, Mayor. So I just don't want to take too much time. But one of the things as you go on and move into this new endeavor is you mentioned a lot. We may disagree on certain things, but I do want to say I appreciate you reaching out. Didn't expect it. I expected other people to reach out, but you reached out when it came to police officers and speed bumps and certain things that you saw from my platform and the platform of others running. And what I will tell you is that I don't know, and I don't necessarily care about other relationships. I'm about Downey first. And as long as you're willing to work for the city of Downey, I'm willing to work with you and Hector and everyone out here. When we step aside, though, from not working and putting Downey first, then I'm going to be the first one to be and call people out, call a spade. But from what I've seen is we want cops, we want speed bumps, and we need them now desperately. And I appreciate that you're taking that firsthand. With that being said, one of the things that I noticed that I would want and encourage you to change would be the time limit here. It's you work for us, right? You said that, and this time it's as I said, it's becoming a socialist. We need to listen to our residents. If we need to be here till 9 p.m., we're here till 9 p.m. If we need to come back on the celebration and pats on the back, let's do that so that way we get work done. You put on a great agenda, great things that we want to accomplish. We can't accomplish that without the support of the people and without listening to the people. So whatever we can do to make it happen, let's get to work.
Thank you, Mr. Valle. Are there any more speakers? At this time, I will now close public comment, and the meeting is adjourned. Thank you.